Hello ladies and gents, my name is Putty and welcome back to Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. This is October. We are back for Hallowed Point. Something I should mention is we've done a shit ton of shows this month, as you can probably see. We did 2 of each regional tour show in each region. Holy shit. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. We're going to have to hire her back after tonight. So we did 2. The reason was, from both of our first 2 shows, we were not going up in pop. So I ran a second one to make sure we get up to 35. Because I wanted to get up to 35 just in case we can squeeze out a TV show at the end of the year. We might need more than this. Like, this is usually this is the minimum required. So we might not actually get a TV show. But I think we actually have enough. Hopefully. So we'll see. We'll see when the negotiations start in 10 days after where it all begins again. So this is Hallowed Point, the go home show for where it all begins again. I'm pretty excited for this. It's the first show in the new Maw Zone, so let's see how it goes. Not a lot of angles tonight either. Huh. This is a B+, probably because I made it 4 minutes instead of penalized for being short. I made it 4 minutes instead of 6, so that's still a good grade, but I was hoping for that A-star. Oh well. Belle Bryden does her usual brilliant stuff. Then Madman Boone defeats George Wolf. A lot of squashes on this show, a lot of short matches. There's 10 holy shit. That's probably because we've held a lot of shows this month. I'm very worried now that Where It All Begins Again isn't going to get a high crowd. Oh, that's a low crowd indeed. Anyway, moving on. Chance Fortune defeats the Architect in another little squash match. Amber Plotchek and Hellcat Hernandez defeats Amber Plotchek. Good grade. Casey Valentine defeats Deuce Deadline. Animal DeVille defeating Ernest Young in a 78B. Holy shit. Mean Gene Catley defeats Honolulu Joseph in a 61C. Nigel Svensson defeats Bradley Blaze in a 54C-. Damn it, this is supposed to be a cool down match. Nelson Gallum defeated Perry Erickson in 5 minutes and 46 by submission. Then Fuyuko Higa cuts her catchphrase in the semi-main. Gets a B. That's alright. 81B as Devil Karabi defeats Fuyuko Higa to earn the #1 contendership for Where It All Begins Again. Then For Sure cuts a catchphrase in the main event, gets a B+. For Sure and Belle Bryden defeat Greg Gage and Casey Glenn in 20 minutes and 20 seconds. Good stuff. I was hoping a little bit better from that match actually, but oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, increased our popularity in one reason, but that's fine. I don't really need it to increase anymore. It's just about not going backwards, basically. Fro, Bell, and Casey can be given some encouragement. In fact, like they've been given so many speeches this month because of all those extra shows that they're probably just in dreamland right now. Let's check their morales after this. Actually, that's probably a good thing since we're going into the biggest show. So, what is up, ladies and gents? I realized when editing this episode together that, in a shock horror twist of events that I'm very, very disappointed with, I have lost audio for the rest of this episode. I'm very disappointed by this, because this was a really good episode, really, really good. There's a lot of stuff that went on later on in this episode that I'm really pleased with, and I'm very disappointed that we've lost it, but what can you do? So I'm very sorry that the reactions that I'm about to give are a little bit, like, unnatural, but it's the only thing I can do. I can think of to re-record this episode and redo the audio. So I'm going to skip ahead for the rest of this video to Where It All Begins Again, which is the big show this month. So I'll speak to you guys in a second. Alright, here we are. We are at Where It All Begins Again. Again, I am not recording this live because I lost the audio. I'm very disappointed about that, but let's get the show rolling. We're in the Maw Zone. Not a lot of people in the Maw Zone because obviously we've had a few problems. We've had so many shows this month that people just got a little bit burnt out. Got a 100 A-star show segment to start the show, but we knew that because For Sure is so good on the mic. And a D match between El Greg Negro and looks like Honolulu Joseph, 45D, which is pretty good for their level. Maybe they shit the bed a little bit considering that they're both good workers, but oh well. Madman Boone and Ralph Leota got about as good as you can expect. Of course, the mid-show main event, I'd say, Chance Fortune and Casey Glenn getting a 74B-, which is always good to see. Hoping Casey Glenn gets a little bit more over as we go along. I don't know what I'm doing with my mouse here. I don't know what I'm doing with my mouse here. But yeah, like hopefully getting Casey Glenn a little bit more over with that win there. And in a B+6 woman tag team match. Holy shit, this was a good match. It was Amber Plotchek, Belle Bryden, and Fuyuko Higa versus Hellcat Hernandez, Jeanette Vaughn, and Lily Schneider. And I believe the faces went over. 83 B+. It's not a bad match at all for those girls. Animal DeVille cuts a menace-based promo on Madman Boone, basically just to progress the storyline, I think. And yeah, the Animal DeVille menace angles work very good. B- match in the television title match between Animal DeVille and Casey Valentine. Animal DeVille defeats Casey Valentine by pinfall with a fist. Animal DeVille wins the MAW's American title. Wow, title change on the show. Bit of a cooldown match between the Architect and Nigel Svensson, 58 C-. Bit of a warm-up cooldown match between Mean Gene and Perry Frickson, 69 C+. And then move forward, Putty. There you go. Another cooldown match. I guess this wasn't really a cooldown match then. These weren't really cooldown matches then. Ring Generals defeat Twin Building for the titles. Then Brooke Tyler makes her entrance. And in a match that had great action and average heat, Devil Karubi defeats Brooke Tyler by pinfall with a Devil Drop in an 88. That was 1 point off of an A. 1 point off of an A. Great women's match between these two. And yeah, Devil Karubi has brought some extra prestige to our title, all things considering, because she is a great wrestler. One Women's Wrestler of the Year, like 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row. Great wrestler. Probably towards the end of her career now, but good wrestler. Fro sure pops the fans with his catchphrase in the main event. 99 A-star. Fro Sure defeats Greg Gage in about 25 minutes by pinfall with a sure thing. Fro Sure makes defense number 12? I can't really see that. My window's really small. Of his MAW World Heavyweight title. 99 A-star. Just look at that. Fro Sure was even penalized for inconsistency and stamina. That is the best match in the series by far. There's only one match in this entire save, regardless of company, that has gotten a better rating than that, and that is Sean McFly versus Steve DeColt on a random episode of Championship Wrestling and North of the Border Pro Wrestling. Otherwise, every other match, aside from that one, has gotten a 99 or less. So this is the joint second best match in history. Incredible stuff. Really pleased with Greg Gage and Fro Sure here. And long way it continue. Now, again, because I lost the audio, I'm not going to get to show you the reactions to this, but I, after this episode, had enough popularity in every region to go and negotiate a TV deal. So that's what I did. I went and negotiated a TV deal. We got it at 90. We went with National Pride TV, which have very small coverage in all of the USA. We negotiated 90% of the revenue goes to us, and 90% of the production costs we pay. So it's not a great deal, but it's probably the best one we were going to get. I'm actually quite pleased that we managed to get 90% instead of 100% both ways. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Aside from the show, I named Ultimate Warriors, which it was just one of the suggested ones, and I liked it. So if you have any suggestions, I know it's going to take me a while to see them, but I will take them into account. So go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I will indeed change the show name to reflect that. Plus, I intend to change the show name every once in a while to something different depending on what we're doing. So go ahead and leave some suggestions, and I will definitely take them into account. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up for this 99 A-star, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. I'm very sorry for the not recorded audio. We also got a 93 A out of that show, by the way, which is our best show ever. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you guys next time for the last ever show we're going to run without a TV deal. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out, guys.